there was a time when people went camping and they would, live in a tent outside for a week or 2 weeks or whatever with their families. And that was a sense of enjoyment, and today it's like taboo. You live in a tent, ugh, how dare you, and it's really sad. It's sad that we've become so materialistic that we don't see the humanness in others based on what they have or do not have. It's a shame. I would absolutely have to agree with you. You're absolutely right. You know, um, our humanness is not based on what we have. Because if you think about it, there's a scripture that talks about in the end, when we stand before God in judgment, we can't take anything with us, no house, no cars, none of that's going. It's going to be the deeds that we did in our body, the thoughts that we think, and the things that come out of our mouths. Those are the things that we're going to be judged on, and those are the things that are going to be most important. So it's kind of scary when you think about it, if someone thinks that they're better than someone else just because of what they have. What happens to that person if they end up in that situation with nothing? It seems to me that there would be some sort of a serious mental breakdown if that ever happened, because really, we're not, how can I put this? What we have isn't determinant of who we are. Those are just things. Our character, how we treat others, how we love others, that is the factor that determines who we are truly, not the things that we have, because those things can come and go at any moment. I do want to ask you, do you feel like being outside, living outside for the 6 months, that it affected you in any way, mentally, physically, and or emotionally? And if so, in what ways? Well, I do think that it affected me mentally in the sense that I have more compassion now, even more compassion for those who live outside than I did before. You have a newfound respect for what someone goes through when you actually go through it yourself. So, in that way, I think that I've become more. I've become better. Even though I loved the population then, but I think that on some levels I had a sense of pride, because of the things that I had accomplished um, in my lifetime. And so this experience has humbled me to the point where what's material is not even a factor. You know, I realize that, to be honest, some things I could live without. And I know that I could live without them because I have for 6 months. Now, was it difficult? Extremely. It is more difficult to live outside and try and live in society than it is to have a home, um, a house, a car, and all of that. It's much easier to do when you have those things. So the strength and the fortitude that people have to live outside is amazing. And we never stop to even think on that level, that it would take so much strength, mental strength, and physical strength to live outside unless you've done it. It's not easy to walk from city to city, you know, sometimes without water or food. And you're basically dragging your body along to get whatever it is that you need to get or to be where you need to be, whether it's safety that you're looking for or a resource of some kind, or you just need to change your surroundings because it gets crazy out there. People start to follow you, and they want to find out where you sleep so they can steal from you, and all kinds of things that the homeless are dealing with that people have absolutely no idea. And so the mental strength it takes to even devise a plan to get from one point to the other without having the necessary resources is absolutely amazing.